You all know what the Long Beach students went through with the hurricane, and up here with me, guys. They went through a real struggle, and for years they've been going to the prom at Chateaubriand, and Chateaubriand decided this year to donate all the fees to prom. They're giving it for free, and I think it's a great gesture. So let's give it up, even though they're not here. They were supposed to be here. Chateaubriand. We have some great kids here. We have the Long Beach valedictorian, Jen Nash. Who never got a B in her life. Jen, how does it feel to know that Chateaubriand is donating all the proms to the students this year?
I think the main thing is that basically in years past, everything costs so much money, especially from a girl's perspective. You have your dress and your hair and your makeup and then the ticket. And right now it kind of just shows that even though Sandy's over, there's still people and businesses that care. Because it's not like our troubles really disappear that Sandy's over, because we still are economically suffering and trying to bounce back. And it just shows that there's still people out there who care and who recognize that it's not over and it's going to carry over, and trying to make the burden easier.
Excellent. Dave, what was your feeling when you found out that Chateaubriand is donating the prom for free this year?
It was really just a feeling of relief, because the fiscal burden of prom is almost lifted upon us, and just knowing that prom is now actually going to be $20 instead of $90, that $70 reduction really just was needed, especially because it really helped us emotionally, and just know that you don't have to worry about another thing while we have some colleges and schoolwork to worry about.
Jesse, what was it like for you when you found out Chateaubriand was so generous for the prom this year?
Oh, it just reminded me of how generous people are, and how amazing people could be towards people who have been through hardship in their life, and it's just a beautiful thing. And I'm very excited for prom, and it should be a great experience for everyone.
Excellent. Good job. Good job. All right, we have a very important subject coming up. All the time we read about terrible tragedies, and we have a person who works all year round to prevent those tragedies, and highlighting Judy Vining on the segment. We started a segment a month ago, and she's been off the charts. Let's give it up for Ellen Kramer, who's the host of Leading Ladies of Long Beach. And Ellen, I want to introduce your special guest and talk about this very important topic.
Thank you, Howie. Hello, everybody. I just want to say how festive this place looks tonight, and I'm really happy that everybody came out for Debbie. I'd like to introduce everybody to Judy Vining, the director of the Long Beach Coalition to Prevent Underage Drinking here in Long Beach. And, we just talked about the prom, so nice segue. Thank you very much. Yeah. Some people got that. I just want to, as a mom here too, I have a son in high school. So this is a topic near and dear to my heart as well. And just the kids and taking care of the kids here in our community, I find this is an important issue. So Judy, I know that the coalition got it started, I guess in about 2000, if I'm correct, and it started as a part of the Long Beach Medical Center Substance Abuse Unit. So just tell everybody a little bit about how you got involved and why.
Well, I got involved early on as a therapist in the Long Beach Medical Center's Family Outbacks Clinic. And we got an opportunity to be trained in a prevention model that looked at environmental prevention. What that really means is a three-pronged stool. It's increased enforcement, limiting access, and education, but not so much for the kids. The kids get the education in school. The school district does a fine job. It's really educating the community about how the ways in which kids access alcohol and what we can do in our culture of Long Beach to limit that. Because the new research, the brain research, tells us that brains are not fully developed until mid-20s. Once we know that, what do? We have to do something as a community to protect our kids from themselves even. When your child was 2, you locked up the cleaning supplies because you knew they were both tempting and dangerous. Now that your child is 14 or 15, you know what, moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas, you need to lock up the alcohol. It's not about trust. It's about kids doing what they're supposed to do. which is take chances, try things, experiment. That's their job. Our job is to stop it. So we have a community that has 3.5 square miles and 83 places where people can purchase alcohol. The research tells us that the more places you have to purchase alcohol, the more kids will drink. So we're not about bad business, we're not about closing down businesses, but we are about responsible businesses. We offer through the police department responsible beverage server trainings for free to all merchants who sell alcohol. And with that, they get a reduction in their insurance rates, as well as, I think it's called just it's at least a proactive thing, so that if they do have somebody who sells alcohol, they get much less of a penalty. But that's only one piece of it. The other thing we know is that 69% of our high school seniors tell us they drink at parties, in homes, their homes or other people's homes. So one of the things that the coalition does with its partnership with the police department is there are increased party patrols. It used to be a boardwalk patrol as well. Clearly that's not going to be necessary this summer. The other piece of it is that although the coalition offices took a hit during Sandy, and we understand that people have an awful lot on their plates right now, and it's very difficult to focus on this issue, but the other piece of that is that the post-Katrina research tells us that both adult and youth alcohol and marijuana use has gone up remarkably after Katrina, between 3 months out and a year and a half out. So our kids are really at high risk, as are the adults in the community right now. So we can't stop our messages, but we need to make sure that they're heard in the appropriate way, so that this community can hear that if we're coming back stronger, safer, smarter, part of that is keeping our kids safer too.
Thank you so much, Judy. You're absolutely right. And just to tie in like that, we're at 4 months after Sandy, and it is, for us as parents to be hyper vigilant and knowing what our kids are doing and where they are, and also taking a look at ourselves and our friends. We're all, in this together. So thank you so much for coming out today.
All right. Let's give it up for our great lady ladies in Long Beach, Ellen Kramer and Judy Viter, Coalitions to Prevent Underage Drinking. And now we're going to raffle off some books and bring up the 3 authors. So let's have them up here, and we'll have, all right, let's bring up our 3 authors, though. Joe and all our authors, Linda and Karen. Let's get our 3 authors up here, and later in the show, we'll be raffling off some books. So, obviously, Linda, when you write a book, you're obviously very passionate about what you do. Talk about your books and the message you have in your books.
Hi everybody, this is Linda Maria Frank. I write a series of mystery stories for teens, and my passion was that when I was a kid I loved Nancy Drew, and then I got to teach forensic science, which was really a kick. And I have many girl students who are interested, female students who are interested in teaching science, so actually what I was trying to do was to create a really good female role model in my books. But my books are really exciting. They're called Annie Tillery Mysteries, and the first one is The Madonna Ghost. It takes place on Fire Island. It's a ghost story, and also there's a part that goes on that I can tell you if I can read it. And the other one is called Girl with Pencil Drawing, and it takes place in Brooklyn, and it's about art forgery. So our pet project, I work with Karen and Joe, and our pet project is a TV show called The Writer's Dream. So, do you want to hear from Karen? Karen?
Hi, my name is Karen Bonet, and I'm the author of a book for children, an adventure story called Whale Island of the Mysterious Bones. It's a great page turner, very fast moving with pirates, adventure, has fantastic animals in it, and it takes the children in the story from Cape Cod thousands and thousands of miles away to Indonesian island. And they escape a really bad villainous captain's ship, and they find these mysterious whale bones, which give them the power to be able to communicate with whales, dolphins, and fish. And the kids love it. I adopted a whale as well named Katie, and the kids, when I do my presentations at schools, they think it's the greatest thing. They think I have her in my bathtub, but I tell them that, no, I don't. But it's a great book. So we're going to talk about our TV show as well. It's kind of segues into that. Would you like me to go into that now? We have a TV show that features authors from all over Long Island. They all have unique stories to tell. We have had about how many shows? We've been on the air for about a year and a half now. The show highlights our authors and their unique stories with writing, editing, marketing, and promoting their books. We've had so many great authors on our show. We were going to tell you about laurelton, who's one of the authors that was on our show. And then here's over to Linda, who can talk about she's the producer of our show. I'm a host, and so is Linda as well.
Hi everybody. Our show airs actually on Cablevision, local access, Channel 20, for Riverhead, Islandia, and Woodbury. Woodbury is probably where you get your TV from, so it's 8:30 in the morning on Monday. But our show has featured over 50 authors now, all local talent. We don't do famous people because famous people don't need us. We do people who need to be promoted. And one of our authors is Joe Santriano.
All right, Joe, let's talk about your book and your inspirational story.
Well, thank you, Howie. First of all, let me thank you for allowing me to come on the show. This is about my 8th or 9th time here, and each time I'm very excited about talking about my passion in my life, which is helping kids, and also by doing that, by selling books, I am helping kids. My book is called In Sickness and in Health, a Memoir of Love. It's an inspiring tale about how Sue and I, my wife, battled cancer for 13 years, and we did it with laughter and love and humor. And the key was that we never let the cancer beat us. And 100% of the proceeds of the book goes to a foundation that I established, named after my wife Susan, the Susan Satriano Foundation. I target high school seniors who are going to an accredited college in the fall because it is a scholarship. Unfortunately, they have to have a parent who's either passed away of cancer or presently battling. And I'm so proud to say in 7 years of the existence of the Susan Satriano Foundation, because you're looking at the foundation here, it's me and me alone, I have given out close to $250,000 to over 300 kids across the nation. Thank you. And it all gets funded through the sale of my inspiring book. So if you're interested in helping the cause, go to www.susansatrianofoundation.com or call me at my cell phone number of 516-603-5520. Thank you so much, Howie.
All right, great job, Joe. Is Debbie still here? Debbie Jacobson. Debbie! We're going to have a word now from your biggest fan. She's going to come up and say the word, your biggest fan. Where is she? She was just here. Where is Debbie's biggest fan? She's coming up here in a second. Come on up. Come on up. Debbie, as a waitress here for 30 years, touched a lot of people, but we're going to bring up her biggest fan who's going to really say why she loves Debbie. All right. Aileen, talk about Debbie and why you love her so much. All right.
Debbie, we love Debbie because you can't get good service right now. She must come back immediately. She's just lovely. Everyone thinks she's my mother, but I'm really her mother. A few people just told me that. And please come back soon. Stop being a slacker. Let's go. I love you.
All right. But I will say, all the waitresses are amazing here at the Laurelton Luncheonette. I come in here and I got my pancakes, my waffles, my omelets. All the waitresses, the service is number one, and when Debbie gets back, it's going to continue on an extremely high level. Again, let's give it up for Debbie Jacobson. and the Laurelton Luncheonette. And people, please do not walk in front. We're filming here, so please do not walk in front of our camera. We appreciate that very much. This is going to be on YouTube. All right, can we bring up Helen from Promote Vacations? Y'all read recently about the cruise, which wasn't the most pleasant of situations, but that was a one-time thing, and I think people should realize bad things can happen in any situations, and you still can have a great time on a cruise. And Helen, let's talk about that a little bit, about not letting people be totally down on cruises because of one unfortunate situation.
Very rarely hear of things like this happening that happen on a Carnival ship. You are safer cruising than driving to the port to get a cruise ship. And with the number of people that travel and have never had a problem, cruising is one of the safest vacations that you can take.
And why should the people of Long Beach book with Program Vacations?
Well, we know the ships that would best fit what you're looking for. It's not just picking a ship and going, it's trying to find a cruise line that matches your needs for your family and yourself. And we provide personal service, we find the right cabin for you, the right cabin location, the right cruise ship for you. And we're there for you from the beginning until you return from your vacation.
Excellent, that's awesome. And we appreciate your support on the show, and I know on April 7th, the launch students are going to do an amazing presentation for you. I think it's going to be awesome.
Oh, it was wonderful. I met with the children this week, and we went over some of their presentations. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, I think we've had a lot of interviews, but Benoit and the Long Beach All-Stars are one of the most popular band in Long Beach, and let me say this, for young students out there, Benoit is the only music teacher still in Long Beach. So you want to hear a great band, great musician. We have Benoit and the Long Beach All-Stars, and if you're a young student like Jack Plunkett and Dave Beepus you're going to get amazing music lessons from Benoit and the Long Beach All-Stars. So Benoit, you're ready to rock it out till about 7:30?
We're ready. We're going to do a song called Refugee off the 11561 album. You can also get it online, reverbnation.com/Benoit. And we have discs here for sale. We're going to give all the proceeds to Debbie. So here they are. If anyone wants to come up and sell them or whatever with the raffles, they're $10. So it's going straight to Debbie. It's got Long Live Long Beach and some other fun songs. Here we go, guys.
All right, let's give it up for Benoit and the Long Beach
There we go.
All the way there.